Good morning, beautiful soul tribe. I love you with my heart and soul, every fiber of my very being in this dimension. I bring you the messages from Spirit through me, not of me. This time, Spirit is already, during my meditation prior to the other video, then I shuffled and was meditating on each of the decks that we're going to use. And Spirit had me pull some cards out of the one that's usually advice, but there's messages here for Spirit that Spirit wants me to get across to you first before we begin with the other decks. So bear with me. In regards to the other video this morning, was mostly, it's a morning meditation. It's geared towards the beginners that sometimes I hear from people that don't know how really to meditate. When we say meditate, they seem to feel that they drift off to sleep, or they daydream, or their mind starts wandering. So we were guided to do a very specific meditation geared towards that, to help them focus and draw in so that they can allow Spirit to speak through them, to them. Thank you. You're welcome to also watch it for 30 days, whether you're a beginner or a non-beginner. I hope that it helps you. There's healing energy in the video itself through the sound and vibration of my voice. Spirit will raise the immune system, will raise your vibration on each day. That was the intention that was set through that meditation, was to guide the collective in how to meditate so that they can hear the messages for themselves directly from Spirit. All right, so for this message, let's get started. Overall, of course, today's message was all about the third throat chakra. Thank you, Spirit. Right? Throat chakra is speaking our truth. Changing, number 5, changing the way we speak, the words we speak, that they may always be healing and loving to others. So many times lately, especially if you're still replying to people regarding this disaster or this disease, this virus, people's opinions are everywhere, right? And perhaps you're tempted to speak your mind, your truth, but Spirit's saying, be your authentic self, speak your truth, but with love and light in your heart. Here, the first 2 cards that Spirit wants to bring is 1111. Balance. Let's take this one at a time, shall we? Balance. You have all the tools within yourself, and I love how this globe of this sphere is around them. You are an earth angel collective. Spread your wings. Know that you have all the tools within yourself to move forward in your journey, your soul purpose. You just have to listen to the words, the guidance of Spirit to direct you in that soul purpose, your journey. You're protected from your spirit, from the things going on in this dimension, from spirit guides, from Great Spirit. You're protected from evil. That's what the sphere, the circle, is being drawn to our eyes at this time for, knowing you are held in a loving light from Spirit, because you are here for a sole purpose, for a mission. To continue to meditate in the morning or in evening, but to bring balance to yourself so that you can reply and help others in a balanced manner. The other 11. Detach from the things that are dead. Detach from the old and welcome the new. The season has changed. The light has shone. Spirit is guiding you out of the cold and into the light. Warming your heart, warming your soul, that you can move forward with the light. Detach from the old. Detach from that which no longer serves you. The low vibration. And embrace, I hear it, embrace this moment in time when the whole world is on almost a lockdown, a home detention, like home isolation, right? And embrace this time as the collective. It allows you to not be out in the matrix. It allows you to be in your home environment where you can daily meditate, to embrace and allow Spirit to shine the light through you, to guide others, to help others, to step into your soul purpose and your mission. To shine your light and give hope to others of high vibration, to others in the collective that need to get into soul purpose and mission and shine their light as well. Together we can raise the vibration around us and give hope to others, to the children, the next generation here on earth. To share the wisdom of this generation, the mistakes made, the guidance needed for the next generation. To speak your truth, again with the throat chakra, number 5, change. Change the way others speak. Change the way you speak. Change, because what you speak is manifesting. You are a master manifester, and your throat chakra is the bridge to that manifestation. What you speak of, negative or positive, is coming to fruition. You're calling it in reality. So be mindful of what we speak, the loving words or hurtful words. It's a time where old things are going to be washed away, where we have to detach, but this is a new beginning. Spirit, again with the tools in her hands, has given all the tools that you need. As a collective, each of you have the tools you need. Spirit has handed them to you to move you forward in your new beginning, in your journey. And all they ask now, your spirit guides, Great Spirit, is asking you to be one with your higher self. Spread your wings and fly. Soar above the storm. Overall energy for the reading. The Book of Shadows. Experience. Shine your light. Journal your experiences from the past. Journal what you were learning, the words coming to you from Spirit. Journal them. That is your book of shadows. The things that Spirit has brought to you through visions, through dreams. If you're a poet, express your journey in your poetry. If you're a writer, write books of encouragement, guiding others in their journey. If you're a musician, a songwriter, sing and express your journey through your music. But be creative in what you're speaking to others regarding your journey. All right. So the collective, you have ecstasy. You've gone through the death, the rebirth, the transformation, the death and building up of your masculine energy as well. You've come across or through that next gate of ascension with ecstasy. No greater feeling in high vibration right now. Your person. Number 3, the guardian at the gate, because you, the collective, are the leader. And your person is following, mirroring your energy. So they too are coming through the gate. The guardian at the gate, they are now going through their initiation, their test, to go through that gate. So they too can receive the ecstasy that Spirit has in line for them as well. In the recent past, thanks, Spirit. For your person. Current energy for your person. For yourself is the collective. I'm hearing a song. Love is in the air for one. And then for another song, it was Belong to Me and I Belong to You. You belong to me and I belong to you. I'll have to Google it. I'll try and pin it to the description after I upload the video. Near future with the crow cards. And advice from Spirit with the Shaman deck. Of your future with your person. Thank you, Spirit. Clarifications. Okay. For the collective. Okay. In the recent past, you, the collective, were balancing things out with the Two of Pentacles. Seeing the rainbow at the end of the storm, and now you're trying to bring things to balance. In the recent past, you feel like your ships didn't come in. You feel like for some reason it was just out of reach. Things were illuminated that perhaps casted a shadow on that of what you thought was meant for you. As Spirit told us time and again, to be joyful and thankful for what comes in, because they will not look as though you thought they were. Not all ships were meant for you. Not all things that came into our energy were meant for us, but for a moment of time, they were just there for a lesson, to bring joy, to help you bring a calmness, clarity, to help you weather the storm. And these were gifts from Spirit, so don't feel like you were abandoned. Seven of Pentacles. In the recent past, you knew things came to fruition and it was time to bring in your harvest. Some, perhaps you felt, were wolves in sheep clothing. You felt things were being stolen or taken from you. Perhaps you felt things were being kept from you. These were all illusions meant for your highest good, to get you to grow, to help you grow. Thank you, Spirit. But yes, in the recent past, you saw the light as a Knight of Swords. You became into your truth with wisdom, and you took up your sword of truth and were ready to move forward gallantly, radiantly beautiful, and allowing the sun to shine. Clarifying that is, the Eight of Swords. You put those things behind you. so that you could move forward. See how the swords are behind her, not in front of her. There's also a rainbow of light casting through in front of the moon. Your person was manifesting this new beginning because they too had all the tools. They knew and accepted they had all the tools within themselves to move forward, to manifest you into their being, to bring things to fruition in a grounded sense, because they were listening to their higher self. So they knew Spirit was guiding them. They knew they had to cut things out that no longer served them as a Queen of Swords, to stand in their truth. The sword is upright and blessed by Spirit with the light. The wisdom of her third eye, because they've been shown, they've seen, they too have seen where they were meant to go in this journey, in this mission. And they took up their ability to fight for this connection. 5 of Swords. It was a battle that they won, and they're ready to move forward now. In their truth, the sword is upright. And the Wheel of Fortune is here, shining and blessing them to move forward in their journey with you. Let's take a look at the current energy of your person first. Beautiful. So your person has the Star card. They, again, you were the leader. This was your other day. You had the Star card. Today they have the Star card. Because you mirrored them, you're leading them, you're teaching. Everything you do in your journey, you teach them. You mirror that energy back. So you're not exactly at the same exact time, but it's always one step, maybe one step ahead. Because they learn from you. You've sprinkled your fairy dust. That's what this reminds me of right here. You sprinkled and you guided them by shining your light, so that they could also come up out of the tower moments that they've been put through the disasters they've had to survive, through the battles they had to overcome. They are now loving themselves, nurturing themselves, because they know they have to fill themselves with their own cup with self-love and nurture themselves if they're going to be able to come forward with their cup of love overflowing with unconditional love for you, their divine counterpart. And they're healing. They know that you are their person, that your souls are tied together through this blueprint. That it's bringing them peace in still waters. And again, they have the Magician, because they again are manifesting this new beginning. In the recent past, they had the Magician manifesting this new beginning with you. And they had to overcome those battles so that the Wheel of Fortune could turn, so that they could follow and have faith and guidance and follow the path that you led them to. But this reminds me of also the gift from Spirit of a lightning bolt moment, that they realize that third eye vision of Spirit showing them exactly what that purpose is, what that mission is, and how to come into and lead them to you. They don't need to see things with their two eyes to make a decision to move forward, because they know they can hear things from spirit being downloaded through their third eye, through their crown chakra, through their heart chakra, the strength of their courage of the solar plexus, bringing balance and justice with the two swords here. Clarifying those. Was the Nine of Pentacles. They had to go through that battle and build up their earthly possessions so they could shine and bloom where they were planted and follow their spirit guides on this journey, on this path to you. So that they could come out of the cold, be led to come out of the cold, but to also come forward and bring you out of the cold as well. Had to allow death to occur. Surrender themselves to this journey. Surrender their masculine energy to death and rebirth, to build back up, to balance the yin and the yang within themselves so that energetically they are in alignment with you. And Page of Cups again with the self-love, surrendering, asking Spirit to help them, to guide them, to bless them so that they can come forward. You today, for the next 24 hours from when you hear this message, you're coming up with the Page of Swords, cutting things out that no longer serve you. Well done. Trusting Spirit to guide you, to protect you. Embracing your belief in the strength and knowing in your solar plexus has been strong. Your intuition, you understand and you hear clearly the messages from Spirit to bring you out of the cold so you can move forward in your truth, in your authenticity, in your journey, in your mission. You know that you too have had to cut those things out and sacrifice them and not cry over the things that were spilt that weren't meant for you anyways, but to hold up with reverence, with gratitude, with thanks, that of which was meant for you, the gifts that Spirit has sent you. Overpouring of love and emotion. Bridging the gap between you and your counterpart. Communication is coming into you with the Eight of Wands. Fast, rapid communication, but it's also equal. Some of these messages are coming down from Spirit. Some of them are from you to Spirit. But you're going to soar. Beautiful souls, you're going to soar above the storm. So don't allow the monkey mind to come into play. Some of you, these messages coming to you, these losses that are going to occur, you've had to, you may have to let go of situations, cut things out that no longer serve you. Don't allow that to be monkey mind, because there's a lot going on in the world outside of us, outside of our journey, that might stir like someone hitting a beehive, right? Things may sting, but know that you can just be calm and just watch. Allow other things to play out. Trust your guidance from Spirit to just step aside. Let those that walk blindly on this earth, the zombies, I always refer to them, right? Allow them to walk blindly into that beehive if they don't have the wisdom to remove the blindfold, to be awakened, to see things clearly, then step aside and just observe and know that Spirit will clear this mess out of the way for you. Clarifying these. is, yeah, you're cutting things out that no longer serve you, being in your authentic self, surrendering to Spirit, and being grateful for the love, the things that Spirit has given you, the overflowing love from Spirit. And because of that, you've let go of control. This horse doesn't have a bridle or a saddle. She's got her cup filled with her self-love from Spirit, moving forward with the guidance of her spirit guides, trusting that Spirit's going to guide the horse where it needs to go without a bridle, without her having to be in control of the situation. Trusting and listening to spiritual guidance of what that next step and direction is for you. Setting boundaries for yourself with others around you. Marking, and this reminds me for some reason of marking your territory with the 4 swords around you, but that's the boundaries. Saying, no, I'm not going to accept the drama, the evil, the low vibration, the gossip, right? You don't need it. You need to stay true to your path and cut the things out that don't serve you. Bringing that balance, King of Wands, stability, serenity. This reminds me right now of him almost in a meditative state where he's got his hands across of a balanced rod, which is communication, movement, right? Spirit guides all around him with these birds. But bringing the masculine and feminine energy to balance in a calm state. They're not fighting, they're not wrestling, they're just being in the moment. The lion and lioness. The feminine and masculine energy in you. Being still and being in the moment. Allowing Spirit to speak and heal, guide you. So that you can move forward. 6 of Swords. You and your inner child. Healing your inner child. Nurturing yourself from the inside out. And moving forward to where Spirit directs you. Having faith that regardless to what harm or what heartaches you've had in the past, these swords that were once perhaps in your heart and you pulled them out, you've put them behind you so that you can move forward. Knowing that they were lessons in life, that stepping stone, because that's all life on earth is one lesson after another. Each moment something terrible happens to you or something good happens to you, ask yourself, what did I learn from this? What am I supposed to take away from this? Why did this occur at this time? What was I supposed to learn? Because everything is a lesson, a gift from Spirit, so that we can grow from it. Coming up in the near future is the Emperor, the Empress. All 4 kings in one, all 4 queens in one. You're mastering your growth, your path, your journey. Receiving the accolades again here. He has his wand across his throne in balance. Right? Everything's balanced with the wand being across. Here, the Emperor's got his sword of truth in balance, in check. Keeping things balanced. Receiving accolades for the things, realizing things of the past have brought him this far. Created who he was, the strength that he's had to endure to make it up the mountain. Here, the King of Swords. His truth is upright in his authentic self, listening to his higher self, listening to spirit guides, knowing that spirit guides is what has protected him and brought him to this point. Being thankful to Spirit for the growth. Giving thanks to Mother Earth for the healing. Number 4, this reminds me of the 1111, and we had that on the first few cards out there. Remember 1111? Another 1111. Divine number. Mirroring one another with love, passion, blossoming from this communication, this action that's coming to you. Your divine counterpart that mirrors you, that's your yin and yang. That's your near future. That divine mirrored energy in alignment with you. Bringing you your 10 of Cups. That wish fulfillment. Happy ever after, I guess they'd say, right? But your wish fulfillment, 10 of Cups. You've completed, in the near future, completed coming into connection with one another in your journey, your soul purpose. And it's coming from, in the near future, your King of Cups, bringing you that cup of love, nurturing you with spiritual guidance. Your ships are coming in. Your advice from Spirit regarding the two of you in the near future. Number 5 is all about change. While it's the curse, that's just because be careful what we speak. Like with the throat chakra, be careful what we speak. Be loving, be kind, speak love and light. Because when we gossip, when we speak negativity, when we say hateful words, we're cursing another person, and we will receive the karma from that curse. So be careful, speak love and light. And Spirit wants us to remember this journey. They've put you through a lot. It was because it was a gift to you to learn, to grow, to heal your inner child. You've hurt them as well, and they've learned from it, they've grown from it, and it's healed them as well. Because that was the journey. Our counterpart was brought to us to help us grow as a person, to come in union with ourself, with our higher self first, to love ourselves enough, to have so much love for ourselves that it overflows, to be able to then give that love also to your person as a partner. So be kind and not judgmental, not blaming. Because just as you have had death and rebirth and are a new person, I'm sure anyone listening to this channel knows you're not the same person you were a year ago today, right? 6 months ago, were you the same person then? Don't you feel you've grown? So has your person. So just as you wouldn't want them to judge you for your past life, your past mistakes, past words, that we are not to judge them as well with dark or hurtful words. Number 4 is protection protecting you from lower energies, protecting you from low vibrations. But Spirit's advice to you is to embrace and don't be afraid to see. Ask the Spirit of the seer to show you from the things of the lower world that you need to see. Things that you need to see so that you can heal them in yourself or in others, help others through their journey. But you have to accept and ask Spirit guides to show you things of the lower world perhaps that you need to help others out of, so you can offer them assistance and help out of the darkness. Shine your light. You came here to shine your light, beautiful souls. You are a sorcerer. Number 3, body, mind, and soul. You have everything that it takes to bring honor to your soul, to your journey, your purpose. Additional clarification. Sorry, Seymour must see something out in the yard. reminds me of the meditation this morning to look and see see ourselves in the mirror. If you have trouble meditating, the guidance this morning was to imagine a mirror before you, that you see each chakra opening and clearing and balancing in that mirror before you. And Spirit's saying here as well is you imagining that mirror and seeing how far you've come, how much you've changed, loving and embracing that change. Knowing also, I hear that you are mirroring one another with your person as well. And they too are looking in that mirror and seeing you and how much you've changed and grown, and how much they've changed and grown, that you are both the butterfly gone through such transformation. But the Wheel of Fortune is here. When you get into soul purpose and take the baby step forward into your mission, when you come together with your person for that mission, the Wheel of Fortune is here to turn, blessing you in more ways than you could have ever imagined. And you will be able to dance and celebrate with the page of drums, page of coins, dancing to the beat of your own drum, but you will dance and you will walk on solid foundation from Spirit, with Spirit. Thank you. Okay. And what do we get? We get the union, because union is here. We're nearing the end of March and union will come forth for you, for many of you. If you're new to the journey, you're new to your healing of your inner child, then this too will come for you in the near future. But this is for the wave that this is pertinent for, or those that have been doing the work, healing their inner child. You are protected, beautiful souls, by your spirit guides. Trust and allow them to guide you in your journey. Have faith and to meditate in your be the spiritualist. Your spirit guides and loved ones, your ancestors, are all around you. Change the way you see this 3D world. Remember what it was like in your past life. Remember how your ancestors survived. How did your ancestors make it through these troubled times of adversity? They're here. You can call upon them to help you through troubled times. Call upon them to guide you through this time of healing in the realms, in the world today. During this isolation of this virus, your ancestors have gone through plagues, depression, struggles, wars. Call upon them to show you and guide you to be resourceful, to plant your garden for nourishment. Don't expect someone just to deliver food at your door, but to be the resource of your own. Plant the garden. If you don't have a yard or property, you can put a bucket with some dirt in it on your patio in a window. But plant your garden. Spirit's guiding, and this is your advice, is to plant your seeds. Plant a garden. Not metaphorically, but literally. Things that will get you through to bring to harvest. Your spirit guides want you to know talking stick. Talking stick was used in tribes when whoever had the stick, it was their turn to talk. So you hand the stick to the next person beside you and they speak. This reminds me of situations where perhaps you're not perhaps people are not listening in your homes, if there's groups of you in a household or in a family, or even in a collective sense. But pass that talking stick to the next person and listen with your ears so that you can hear what they're saying. Sometimes it's what they're not saying that they really is really the message. To go on that vision quest with spirit. Okay, your ancestors. Okay. Mental clarity, awakening, and beauty. Number 8, the butterfly. You have transformed. Spirit saying you have transformed, in like the cards that were out in the earlier. I put them away, I think. Spread your wings and fly. Spread your wings in the beauty. You're no longer in that cocoon. You're no longer meant to be held back. Don't hold yourself back. Shine your light. You have awakened. Many are going through this awakening now. They need others to step into their mission and guide the new wave of awakenings. Shine your beauty. From within, your beauty from within. Second house, owning it. Number 8, equal balance. Listening to your third eye, seeing things with your third eye. In the Leo, number 8 also is the I will. This reminds me of the I will go on my vision quest and own it. Like a boss. Got this yesterday, I think. Angel of Addiction Healing. This is a time of positive transformation and healing. And these are also remind me of the Kundalini energy that awakened and is coming, sprouting up out through the crown chakra for full awakening. That burst of light, the burst of vision in your awakening process. The god of the underworld. Something which no longer serves you is about to end. And again with the third eye. Mother Earth, Mother Gaia wants to thank each of you for during this time in isolation of being homebound or in, I feel like it's house arrest. But that the whole world is having to do this, right? The whole world right now is in a time where they're pulling back and not going out, social distancing. And it's allowing Mother Earth to go through some healing. So send that high vibration to Mother Earth and help her heal. To go out into nature, plant a tree, plant your garden. But Mother Earth thanks you for any healing you can give her at this time. News worth celebrating. Announcements such as weddings, graduations, or births, and friends you cherish. There will be a time to celebrate after this isolation is over, after it comes to an end. 5 of autumn. 5 is about change. Reach out to others for assistance if you need assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Be creative in your sole purpose in your journey. If you plant a garden, perhaps you can sell a few of your extra plants out on the curbside or on Facebook's marketplace. If you have extra things in your house when you're doing the spring cleaning to clear out things that you don't need, right? You could sell some of those so that it brings in to help you for those that are experiencing financial challenges. Opposing goals arising from a different opinion. Feeling at odds with yourself or others. Overly ambitious people. Anything else? Spirit's saying be creative in your resourcefulness. To think back before we had so many things, materialistic things, before internet, before computers, how people survived. They planted the gardens. They reused things. They repurposed things, right? For those with young children, be creative in games or activities that are both educational. Teach them to plant a garden. Teach them too, for their next generation, to be resourceful. If you still have your grandparents or ancestors alive with you, ask them for help and guidance. They lived through the Great Depression, through many wars. Don't blow off the guidance that they could offer. It's very valuable of how they had to survive. The cloth diapers instead of Pampers and disposables, right? Helping neighbors. If they had too much of something, then they offered and helped their neighbors. Come together and plant a garden, perhaps with others around you. Anything else, Spirit? For the collective, a message from your person. They're proud of the growth that you've gone through. They love you energetically from the light that you shine, the work you've done. They know how difficult this journey has been for both of you. They love you with their heart and soul. And they're coming. They're just waiting for the go-ahead, for Spirit to say, go. Now is the time. Which reminds me of an energy of horse races, right? Where the horses are all dancing and prancing at the gate, waiting for them to remove that barrier so they can go charge full force to the finish line. Beautiful souls and collective soul tribe. I wish you the best of your day. I did build a, just for a little chit chat before I close off, I guess. I built I guess it's called a raised garden bed in the outside my fence yard. I don't have a lot of land. I had a little section that I could put a boxed garden, so did. So as soon as the weather warms up, I can put some plants out there. Till then I seeded some and put them in the garage, and then I just put them in the light through the day. I figure if I can keep my bamboo alive all this winter, I can do a garden. So I hope that you can find a way, if it's a bucket or something in your front doorway, on your porch, your patio, a balcony, and bless you if you have land that you can do a large garden, and even allow maybe your neighbor to plant a couple rows if they don't have land. But this is what I have for you. Feel free to leave comments in a message in the comments section. Sorry. Let me know if you're planting a garden. Let me know how you're doing in this journey at this time. I know it's crazy energy out there. Just, we're a collective, we're a soul family, we're a tribe. So leave words for each other and comment back and forth. We're in this together to help guide each other. All right? I hope you have a blessed day. Namaste.